Hi, my name is Samuel T. Reddy. I run a company called Tritis Global. We're based in Southampton, UK, and also in Mauritius.
So tell us a little bit about your career. You made the transition from being in the armed forces to actually running several very successful businesses.
We had 3 careers serving 7 years full-time, from infantry to RLC to INCOR as an interpreter. And so I believe transition is a journey. You never stop. And I always say to people that when you stop, and that's the end.
At that point of leaving the armed forces, did you know straight away that you wanted to go into business to become an entrepreneur?
So I think I knew from a very young age, I'll probably say at the age of 9, that I would someday run my own business. And I did that. My first venture was age of 19 when I left Mauritius, my place of birth, to go to China to start off my first ever business.
And what was that?
It was a business to do with watches for women. So we went into clothing at the same time as well. It was a startup. It was we didn't know what we were doing then. Me and my very best friend until now, we started our first business, and I was working as well at the same time. So I had a full-time career at Custom and Excise. So I was very much into import and export.
So was that the leap then from the customs and excise was quite a natural one to move into military?
It was not at all, actually. It's a very different transition from moving into civilian into the military. Coming here, for me, it was a shock to my system. Anyone from a civilian point joining the military, it's a shock to the system. That's why we need 3 months to train ourselves to become military personnel. And I think one of the thing that we have as civilian to military is a mindset. And that same mindset applies when you move from military to become back a civilian.
So you did do that, and you had various businesses, and you've ended up now becoming an author. Why did you decide to actually start using your knowledge from your military career, then setting up your businesses, then to helping others and empowering them to do what you do?
So I realized at some point when I had an event, a meeting with other veterans, that there was something missing in their lives. They came to one of my events on a cruise ship at the time, 2.5 years ago, and they had a great day with me. However, when they left the cruise ship, there was a void inside of them. I had that void inside my life as well. And that kind of forced me to think about there has to be something more. I should do something more for these guys so they can also transition to become who I am today.
Why are leavers able to become the best leaders?
You see, when you look at leadership, who builds leaders? It's not IBM, it's not Goldman Sachs, it's not JP Morgan, it's not Amazon, it's certainly not one of these big companies we have these days. It's the military. From day one, you are trained to become a leader, which means that you cannot get a brigadier or colonel. You cannot hire them. There's no agency out there that can hire a colonel or a general. They have to be made, and they are designed by the military. They have to take up from the ground, go to the top. You can hire a CEO, you can hire a VP, an AVP, but you cannot hire a colonel or a general. They have to be made from the military. And hence why we built some of the best leaders from the military. The point is, I'm trying to say here, is the struggle for most people is how to take those values they have from the military, those years of experience of leadership, how do you transition that into a commercial world that now will bring values to their organizations? You're
now moving into helping veterans also achieving success, achieve recognition by getting awards, and you're partnering up with Sean Molino. We have him here come in a little bit, Sean, from Fitness Force, but also Welsh Veteran Awards. So you're teaming up. Sean, how did you get in touch with Sam, and what impressed you most about him?
So I think what's impressing most with Samuel, we've been connected on LinkedIn for a while. He was actually nominated for the English Veterans Awards last year, and Samuel, fair play to him, he came home, he took home the winning prize, which is great for us. So off the back of that, we had a conversation, just a follow-up conversation, and everything that he promotes is about very similar to what we promote as well as a Veterans Awards. It's all about positives from our veteran community and how we can do so well when we leave the military. And Samuel suggested about the Leaders Awards. I thought it was a fantastic idea, and Samuel will tell you a little bit more about that. So on the evening itself, those lucky people who are finalists in the Leaders Awards, they'll be put up for the awards, and the lucky winner will not only receive an award, they will also receive...
Well, they'll be invited to my conference I host in the UK. So once a year we have an annual event called the Leaders Conference, which will happen this year in November. The winners from Wales and England will join us for this conference. so to be part of it. I believe serving does not have to stop. You have served in the military. When you go back into civilian role, you can still serve. I've done that for like almost 13 years, same as this guy here. So, and I believe this is a not just to create positivity, but at the same time to spotlight those people that are serving brilliantly our commercial services and business organisation out there.
And you've chosen to come to the Wave in Swansea Sound to make this announcement. We're hugely honoured, but that's because we're involved with the Veteran Network Day and we're really proud to be supporters of the armed forces. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you, Emma.